that go, and we are live. Cool. Yeah. And I need to share my screen here. Share your screen. Entire screen. There we go. Alright, cool. We are there. We are live. So we all have that. And we have that. Let's see. So we have the pixel up. We have realm renders up. And we have the Chronos. Alright, cool. So the very first thing that I need to do is go live on TikTok. Let's see here. At the same time, pop those up. Go ahead and keep track of YouTube as well. Oh, let me turn the volume up actually. There we go. Go live. Make sure we can see that. Go settings. Go to that. Content. And there we go. That's good. Go live. 3, 2, 1. There. Voila! Okay. Now, let's share this out. Yeah. Yeah. Harlem was the last one. Just sharing the old live out. And no, thank you. Where's Miss Tab at? Actually, when I'm thinking about it, let's come all the way up here, find my photos that I really like, and we're going to start off. Here we go. That'll work. All right. And let's see here. Val, I need to find you because you were the last one. What up? There we go. Good morning, good morning. So, let's see here. Currently got something cooking on the old laptop. Do the live chat there. Okay, cool. Voila. Alright, good morning, good morning. Close that off so that I can actually see what I'm doing. And what we need to do is we're going to come up here. I'm going to grab a new photo. Hey, hello, welcome to the group. Welcome to my live. I'm in the current process of doing a couple of new generators. And let's see, we're going to do that one here. I'm just going to simply tell, I can cheat Claude, by the way. And hello, I'm cheating Claude a little bit because I actually have a skill set up called Architron. He is one of my personas. And he does all of my HTML generators. I already have quite a few generators in this particular chat. And actually, instead of doing this here, I need to actually bring Claude up. Where's Claude? There you are. Boop. And make sure this is the right account. Yep, that's the right account. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to go to Claude Code. And we're going to pop this one up here. Now, if you were making HTML generators like what I do, you really want to be using Claude Code, which requires you to use the API. by using the API, oh, not the API, sorry, not using API, but using Claude Code, it actually makes it to where you can get a lot more done generator-wise than you can if you use the web app. Because if you use the web app, it really chews through your usage. But if you use Claude Code, which basically the generators are HTML anyways, you can save a lot of usage, and you can get it done. You can actually get done a lot better. Well, not better, but you can get done a lot more. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this photo here. Let's try that again. Upload the folder. This is going to complement one of my other chibi generators that I have. So we're going to go, okay, I need a HTML. Thank you for the heart meat and hello Anna. Let's see, I need an HTML generator similar to what we have built, but the subject is the photo that I uploaded. How you doing, Ann? So we're going to let Claude do its cooking. And we're going to close that one off. This is what I'm going to be getting, something similar to this anyways. Not too bad for still just waking up a little bit. Trying to get a program of mine working properly in the background here as well. Which is annoying me that it's not quite working the way I want it to, but I'll get it there. But these generators actually came out, this generator actually came out really good. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. I'm currently in the rabbit hole too, by the way, if you want to see the screen. Oh yeah, these came out really good. These kind of remind me of Precious Moments. I don't know if you guys know what Precious Moments is, but Precious Moments are these little figurines. It has an overly Christian theme to it, but they're like these little porcelain figurines that you can get. And it has a bunch of little kids in different poses and whatnot. Some of these actually came out really good. The one that's missing over here. Hey, Mystical, how you doing? And hey, Val, how you doing? These ones actually came out pretty good. Yeah, so that's what these photos kind of remind me of, or kind of like the Precious Moment figurines. And these actually came out really good. Some of them, these ones are actually the better ones. I'm doing pretty good. Having a little bit of an issue with my foot, but other than that, really shouldn't be bitching too much. Some of these, like the duck ones, these weren't too bad. But I like this one here. I think I like the best because I love the black and white with just a splash of color. Yeah, this is a generator that I'm going to be putting up on my store. I haven't done that yet. Hey, Tanya. And that was what these were supposed to be, that they were more pencil drawing, black and white pencil drawing, but with the different laurels that I can put on with sea art. It will actually affect it. I have one for dogs. These ones were adorable as well. Hey, Kay. Thanks for the heart meat. These ones came out pretty decent, actually. So that generator is not too bad. This is another set of generators that I actually ended up making last night as well. By the way, just to show you, this is without a laurel. These didn't come out bad. Let me make sure that you can actually get my phone centered. There we go. If you look, this is actually really nice. These came out really nice, but this is just straight using one model in CArt, and then these photos here are using my favorite laurel that I stumbled across, which is a Gothic laurel, and the model. But it gives it a little bit more pop color-wise, I think. Didn't change the font or anything. I just changed the Laurel on this. And this is why CArt to me is more powerful than what Midjourney is. Because I can change things without, I can literally use a different model. I can use a different Laurel using the same prompt, and I will get a different result every single time. Basically, Stable Diffusion, you can look at Stable Diffusion as focus or comfy UI, but basically on the web. So you don't have to have a powerful rig to run it. Let's go to, just give me 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Ah, bingo. That kind of works. Yeah. Well, my program is actually working well. Then I have a ship one. I got bored a couple days ago. And that's what we're up to. Now, let's see where, by the way, again, if you were using Claude like I do to do all the generators, you want to actually download the app and use Claude Code to actually make your generators. By using the app and Claude Code, you're going to be able to generate a lot more generators than if you're using the website. Yeah, these ones actually came out really good. The ship ones did. And if we come here, let's go to, let's see here. I need to see if I can, here we go. There's that one. And we also want the other ship one just because we can. Where's the ship at? I know, there it is. There we go. So again, this one here has just a slight difference, and because the reason why is if you're using Claude via the web, it ends up actually have to chewing through your usage because it's going through your entire chat history, and as it's sitting there talking, it's doing a lot of stuff in the background. But if you're using the app and you're using Claude Code doesn't actually keep spitting stuff back out. It doesn't need to. It can just say, okay, this is what I need. This is what the user wants. We'll give what the user wants, and that's that. It doesn't sit there and chit chat with you back and forth. So that's actually not bad. You know, that's the main reason why. Sometimes, yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, to create the generator, you do have to start off the prompt, or you can use a photo, and you can actually cheat this. Let me show you. If I come to let's see here. Good, my TBR one's done. Hold on 1 second. Let me just download. Oh, that's already downloaded. If you're gonna make a brand new prompt, you can either use a prompt, or you can use a photo. Or you can just say, hey, this is what I need. And this, I'll show you what I normally do. Let me make sure you can actually see the text and whatnot. Here we go. All right. This is using straight Claude Code. And it will kick in my skill, but I will show you how to do this the long form way. I'm going to just tell it, I need a new HTML generator. You always want to start it off as a new HTML generator. As I said, I have my persona. It's going to kick my persona in, which I turned into a skill so that I can actually. So this way I can actually. I don't have to type out the full long form, but I will do the full long form here for you guys. So all we got to do is you're always just going to say start off as I need a new HTML generator. The subject will be let's go shipwrecks. Shipwrecks. So you're going to give it the subject first. Oh, cool. Thank you for that heart. That's a very cool thing. I like that. I appreciate that, Kay. So we're going to go with the subject will be shipwrecks. Your next thing is you're going to tell it how many options you need per drop down. So I need, I'm just going to stick with 30 options per drop down. The first option is none. The rest, and alphabetical order. Yeah, it's spelled alphabetical right. Now, this part here, the first option is none. The reason why I say this is because let's say that you have 100 different drop downs. You can literally give it as many drop downs as you want. But if say that you have 100 drop downs, and it's all to do with some kind of model wearing clothing. The problem here is if you have 100 different options, and none of them actually say none, you're literally going to have to fill out all 100 options, which means that you're going to get some really funky looking models wearing, say it's a guy. The guy would end up wearing a street t-shirt, slacks, a business suit, a blazer, basically all in one. It's going to confuse the shit out of whatever AI program that you use. So you want to make sure that you have that very first, that second part saying that the first option is none, and the rest is alphabetical because it's just makes it easier for people to find stuff. So-called organization, which, so I need, and then what you're going to do is you're going to actually tell it what kind of, thank you for the gifts, you're going to tell it what kind of drop downs you want. So the very first part is the subject matter. Second part is how many options you want, along with the first option being none, and then the rest alphabetized. Then the last part is how many. Well, not the last part, but the next part is what kind of drop downs you want. So I'm going to say I need weather. I need weather. I need ship types. I need. Let's see. I need damage types. I want full shadow controls, full camera controls, full lighting controls. Let's see here. I also want location. I need, let's see here, and any other drop downs. Now see, I'm getting a little cheap on this one here. The more information, remember, the more information we give AI, the better output we're going to get. But for this, I can cheat this just a little bit. And I'm just going to let Claude add some extra drop downs. And I just always say any other drop downs that this generator needs to be a really cool generator. So here, I also need 10 presets. I want a photo prompt, a video prompt, a Suno music, actually a video script, a Suno music prompt, and an animation prompt. Now the next part here, hey Jim, the next part is that you need to make sure that you tell it what buttons you need, because if you don't tell it what buttons to make, it will not make you any buttons. It'll make maybe the generator button if you're lucky. So I'm going to say I need a generate button, a copy active tab. Now this one here, I've been telling it for a while now, I need a copy active tab. The reason why I say that is if I have it give me a copy all, it's going to copy all 4 tabs, and I'm going to have to sort through all of that stuff to be able to get what I actually want. So if I just tell it to give me the active tab, so if I have it on Suno Music, that's all I'm going to copy is the Suno Music. Thank you for the gifts. Or if I have it on the photos, I'm just going to get the photo prompt. So it's better to tell it the copy active tab. And a clear all tab. I want locks on all drop downs. Now the locks, if you are not familiar with the locking system, you will it will actually allow you to lock down however many drop downs that you want, so that they stay in place. So if you randomize it, everything else around that will change except for what you've locked in place. So we want lockdowns on all drop downs, and a really cool visual background suitable for the subject. Then we just press enter. And that's really, right there, that's the prompt. Let me just zoom in a little bit. I said zoom in a little. Thank you. Well, not that far. There we go. That's going to be the prompt. And that's really, thank you for the gifts. That is really all you need to start generating your HTML generators. Hey, design. Now, if you don't want to go through, if you don't want to come up with a subject matter yourself, you can cruise different social media, you can cruise the web, looking for photos. You can grab a couple of photos and just tell it, hey, you know, load up your photos. Oh, you're most welcome. You load up your photo and say, I need a new HTML generator. The subject line is the subject is the photo that I uploaded, and it will actually upload that. So this way, the subject matter actually becomes your entire HTML generator. I personally prefer Claude because Claude does the best when it comes to this kind of programming. Period. Thank you for the watermelons and thank you for the gifts. I really do appreciate them all. So now all you gotta do is just wait for Claude to get off its ass to finish doing its thing. So let's check out. Let's see. So this is the Stormwell. That's the pencil generator, and I need to open up the new one as well. Chibi Butterfly Quotes. So let's just grab Pink Butterfly Garden just to see what it comes up with. Let's see here. Full color hair accessories. I might actually have to make a different prompt out of this one because I forgot to tell it not to put the quote in. So we'll see. Now, C art, in all honesty, I love C art. C art's my go-to, but it sucks for anything that has text in it. The best ones that I've found so far for text are ChatGPT, Gemini, which is Nana Banana, and Ideogram. And they don't... Nana Banana 2 now really does a really good job. ChatGPT, not too bad, actually. But unfortunately, C art still... can't really do text that well. And I don't know why I left the Gothic Laurel on, but let's just pop that off. Oh, that's just one of them. And thank you, Jim. Let me show you the other ones. These ones came out pretty decent as well. Again, using the Gothic Laurel that I prefer. And these are just different landscapes that I have. I actually have a program that will let you do a full visual. You can load up an audio, and it does what is called a Rubin tube. And I don't know if you know what a Rubin's tube is, but a Rubin's tube is basically some pyro got it into his head to take a really long PVC pipe, drill holes into it, cap one end off, pipe in propane, light the top of the let the propane build up and go through the holes. They light the top of the holes up, and then they'll take a speaker and they will stick the speaker to the other end of the tube. And when you start playing music, the flames will actually literally start showing you the waveformat of the music. It's a really cool visual experiment on sound waves. But this program will actually duplicate that, and so that I can actually take, like this photo here, I can literally run. I can literally set this down so that the Rubin's flame starts looking like the actual river. I'm still trying to perfect it. It's coming up okay, but there's still a little bit more work to be done on it. And then watch your eyes if you're photo sensitive. I know there's some more. Oh, here we go. Here's some decent other ships. This is all. These ships are literally off the same generator. And the only difference, this one here is literally the same prompt as this one, except for this one has a, I do believe my Gothic Laurel. Yep, this one has the Gothic. Oh no, this actually has a different Laurel on it. This is why I love C art. And this is just the straight Infinity model that they have. No laurels or anything like that. Again, same prompt, just a different laurel, which affects the which actually affects your outcome. without me have to change anything. I don't want to go up any higher than that because don't remember what's exactly at the very top there. Let's see what these photos come up with. Here we go. Yeah, see? Bloom where you're planted. So for once, that actually came out with a text pretty decent. And then, so those are cute. And this is with the Gothic Laurel. I don't know why she's got a Japanese tattoo on her arm, but hey, you know. That one is trash because her arms are all funky and whatnot. But you can't have, you can't have everything, I guess. Even the mutants need to be shown some love. But 7 out of 8, that ain't bad. And then this is again without the Gothic Laurel. And then I have a program that I will show you here in just a bit. I can actually take and write any kind of script that I want and literally put it on the photo. Very fast, very easy, so that I could so that I could literally sell these as wall art, put it on tumblers, put it on T-shirts, whatever the hell you want to do with these. But these actually came out pretty cool, and this is literally just using the newest chibi butterfly. Let's see here. So we'll just run down. Let's see. So this is Blue and Monarch Classic. We'll copy that. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to see what kind of music comes up. Paste that in there. And we're going to add my laurels onto this as well. Well, they're not mine. Someone else made them, but it's one of the laurels that I prefer using. Now, C-Art comes with a warning. One, they jumped the price up to, I think, $29. I am lucky that I'm paying $10 a month for it. Because of the contract that I have. But even at $29, I would still pay for it. But the actual true warning is this does adult spicy. Not hardcore stuff, but it does do adult spicy. So if you are on TikTok Live or you're on YT like what I am, as well, you got to be a little careful on what it shows, because especially here on TikTok, as you all know, is very, very sensitive, and it will ding your ass in a heartbeat. So we have these. Let's see here. What else do we have? So these aren't too bad. Relatively similar to what we have, but different colors. Let's see what the music sounds like, though. Let's just grab that. I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to toss it into Flow Music. And I believe I got my speakers up. Yeah, I do. All right, cool. So once it starts playing, hopefully it's not too loud. And then the this one here, the pencil sketch, is how I got the other stuff. Like this one here, Peach Bonnet and Hedgehog. If we copy that, chuck it into C-Art. See, these would make for very cute wall art kind of setup. Pop that. And we go to here. The only thing is, I do wish they would make it a little easier to apply the laurels. Make it a little bit easier anyways. It would be nice. So let's see here. This one here was with the Blue Monarchs. This is just by itself, no laurels or anything like that. These are cute. I will freely admit to that. So you could have some kind of saying running across the bottom or the top, whichever one. I would put it on the bottom. And I can actually do this in... oh, here we go. Grumpy Marketing Click, by the way.
Come along and sit a while. See the weaver on the fence, 8th and and silver thread, building while the hour is late. She pulls a line from out her chest and anchors it against the post, doing all the work she can before the sun begins to rise. Do the work that you can do, blue morpho in your messy hair, in your hair. Turn the graphite into paint, rest your feet upon the soil, upon the soil.
Yeah, that's why I actually put it on YT. That's why I have my YT channel, and I'm actually there right now as well, so that you have a couple choices. I'm in the rabbit hole currently. Link is in bio. I am in YT under Grumpy Marketing 50, currently live there as well, and here, of course, on TikTok. I have to play with TikTok Studio. I have to figure out how to make it to where I don't get nailed with the repurposed crap before I actually start doing that. That way you can actually see the full screen. So,
the wind comes rushing from the hill, it pulls upon the silken line. She does not stop to wonder why, she weaves it strong and weaves it fine. A steady hand and quiet heart, facing down the coming rain. The finest house of lace and dust, built with pride and built with care. Do the work that you can do, blue morpho in your messy hair, in your hair. Turn the graphite into paint, rest your feet upon the soil, upon the soil. Big eyes look into the sky, leading stone upon the page, upon the page. The color blooms where once was gray, like a bird without a cage. Everything is moving, oh, everything is bright and new. Do the work that you can do, blue morpho in your messy hair, in your hair. Turn the graphite into paint, rest your feet upon the soil, upon the soil. Just a thread against the sky, doing all that you can do.
so that's not bad. I could beef the hell out of this prompt a lot better for using DeepSeek and using one of my personas. As a matter of fact, let me grab this prompt here. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pop into DeepSeek. As you can see, I tend to use all four of the major AIs the most. I'm going to pop into Read, and I'm going to tell Read, Read, I need to improve the hell out of this cute little Suno music prompt. Let's show the folks what flow music can really do. Boop. So, Reed is a persona of mine that is literally writes the entire song for me. Designed literally for, well, actually, he was originally designed for Refusion, and then they changed the name to Producer AI, and they added a few extra things, and then they're now Flow Music because Google bought them out, or they signed up with it. And the beautiful thing is, once this is actually done scrolling, Suno Music doesn't give you this kind of control. It literally, this is way too much information for Suno, because Suno's only got like 1,000 or 5,000 character limit on it, whereas Flow Music does not have that limit. So I'm just going to copy all this, whoop, boom, all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to grab that. Now, as you can see, we literally have the music type, ukulele, glockenspiel, strings, piano, instruments, the performance mix and notes on it. Hey, DB. We have vocal profile. And hey, Steph, hope you're doing good. And we have, of course, we have our lyrics. We have the arc energy, production notes, instrumental. We literally have full control over this. Whereas Suno doesn't give you half of the controls that Flow does. And of course, with Flow, you can grab your stems and all that good jazz. Which is the same. And it's actually, I think, cheaper than what Suno is, because it's only $8 a month. USD, of course. So, let's see here. Oh, I just got to notice as well that my... here we go. The shipwreck is done. Cool. Let's have a look and see what the shipwreck one does. I'm going to pop that open. So we have Titanic's Eternal Rest. Copy that. And then generate the prompt. Claude screwed this up. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay, what you're going to do when this does not work like it's supposed to do, as you can see, if you press F12, it will bring up your developer screen. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to print my screen, and I'm going to go right back to Claude, and I'm going to tell it, hey.
She stood in the garden with her messy hair, butterflies landing everywhere. And I realized she wasn't trying to catch them. She was just letting them find.
Let me finish talking there, and then I will play the music again. Claude screwed it up. Grab the screenshot. Always grab, anytime that you're dealing with the AI, always grab a screenshot. Because it's easier to show it the screenshot with the errors than you trying to tell it, hey, this is what is working and what's not working. Fix this. I'm just going to say, okay, you screwed up. And need to fix it. Boink. And once in a while, Claude will screw these up. And most of the time, it's a syntax error. And it's better just to have the AI fix the syntax error than me sitting there going through 1,000 lines of freaking code trying to find one syntax error. So, we just let Claude do its thing. Oh, it's already done. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it waiting for my input? Let's see here. What are you waiting for? I can see the error. Fixed. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, it was a simple variable name mismatch. I named it admin when building, but refrain. Okay, cool. So, all we have to do, go back to the music here.
Find her. The world is heavy when you carry it alone. The weight of all the things you think you ought to own. But there's a kind of magic in the letting go. But there's a kind of magic in the letting go. The way a butterfly doesn't ask where it should go. Just drift, just rest, just breathe, just breathe. The garden doesn't ask for more than you can give. The garden doesn't ask for...
Right now, showing how to build generators and how to correct Claude. Now, this is not a bad prompt, but it's still a shitty prompt. Because it's a list. And I don't want a list because the AI art from Midjourney, CArts, Gemini, Claude, yeah, they can work off of this, but it's better to have it in natural language. So all I'm just going to do is I'm going to tell Claude, okay, the output needs to be in natural language, not a list. The list itself shouldn't be too bad. If we grab a hold of this, and let's see here, where's my copy button? Let's see here, copy active tab. We chuck this into here, and it'll come out. The photo itself will come out okay. And hey, Ozzy. So, yeah, I can put the prompts in. I can put the prompts in the rabbit hole as well. Some of these, by the way, some of these generators, like the shipwreck one, I'm going to just put up in my Google Drive file. If you have the Google Drive file, it'll be there. Okay, why is this showing a turtle? Well, there's the Titanic in the background. But apparently the turtle wants to be center mass. Very strange. So I might have to point that out to Claude that, hey, the shipwreck is supposed to be the it should be the center subject, not the freaking sea life. Let's try that again. Control Shift R. We're going to press Ghost Ship in the Fog. Here we go. That's much better. Let's copy that. Go down to Helm. And by the way, if you don't like something, like say that you don't like where the placement of the buttons are, just go to your AI. Go to Claude. Again, I recommend using Claude. And tell it, hey, I want to move the copy. I want to move all the buttons up to the top, just to make it easier. Put it underneath the output panel instead of me have to scrolling all the way down, because I can be a lazy bugger. So we're going to do copy active tab. Come back to CArt, and let's see what happens this time. Let's see if it will actually do that. And again, if the sea life ends up being center stage, I have to go back to Claude and say, okay, we have a problem. The shipwreck is supposed to be the subject, not the wildlife. Grab one of the photos, download, copy the photos, whatever you want to do. There we go. That's not exactly, well, it is kind of a ghost ship. So that's not too bad. But let's pop on the Gothic Laurel, and we'll see what the Gothic Laurel will actually do with that. And again, as I said, just a reminder, CArt, which to me is worth the money, does do adult spicy, so you have to be very careful on your prompting. Otherwise, you may get kicked off. But as I was actually going to say, I'm going to put this generator, the shipwreck prompt is going to go up into my drive file. If you have the URL for my drive file, it's free. Everything that's in that file, you're free to use. You will need to grab it before this Saturday. For those that are in the States, it's Saturday, because I'm going to wipe the entire file out. I always go about 2, maybe 3 weeks, and then wipe it out. I was supposed to do it last week, but I got sidetracked. So, and let's check out. Where did the other one go? Here's the chibi butterfly one. Let's see here. We've done the golden one. We'll do the purple swallowfall dream. Copy that, and we'll pop that up here. And this one here will actually be, I will use 3 different. What the hell? But that's somebody in the rabbit hole that they have their mic on. So if you're hearing some strange noises, that's because of something going on in the rabbit hole. Let's see here. Here we go. See? This is what the Gothic does. I like the Gothic a little bit better. I do like the Gothic a little bit better. That gives it a lot more flair than what this one did. And then we need to add one more. I actually have a couple of these that I actually really do like. Whoever's in the rabbit hole, and I think it's probably Val, your mic's on. And let's see here. Where is? Oh, there's actually one other one. It's not too bad. Now, the beautiful thing here is with CArt, you have a lot of laurels that you can scroll through, but you have to be a little careful. Again, because of the adult spicy thing. You never know. So we'll let CArt do its thing. But as you can see, same prompt. This is literally without the Gothic Laurel. This is just using their model, one model. I didn't have to change I didn't literally have to change any of the fonts. I didn't have to change the base prompt. And boom. Same prompt, different Laurel. This is why it's basically stable diffusion. I consider C-Art stable diffusion light because I don't have as many. You don't have to have a hell of a rig to run stable diffusion. And here's the prompts. This is with the Gothic Laurel attached to it. There's a lot of potential for these. Not so much that one. That one looks a little messy, but 7 out of 8, you can't complain. And then we have these ones here. Good wall art for a kid's room, t-shirt, mug, whatever. And with these generators, they all literally produce decent songs. Oh, speaking of that, let's finish listening. Let's restart this song here. Oh, and the other thing with Flow Music, by the way, it sometimes will give you free versions. You can actually test out which ones you like, keep what you like, tell it which one you actually like, which ones you don't. And it's playing the blue more
messy hair, butterflies landing everywhere. And I realized she wasn't trying to catch them. She was just letting them find her. The world is heavy when you carry it alone, the weight of all the things you think you ought to own. But there's a kind of magic in the letting go. But there's a kind of magic in the letting go. The way a butterfly doesn't ask where it should go. Just drift, just rest, just breathe, just breathe. The garden doesn't ask for more than you can give. The garden doesn't ask for more than you can give. And she looked up at me with her big dreamy eyes and said something that caught me by surprise. Just do what you can with the hands that you have. The butterflies don't worry about the wind. They just spread their wings and begin. You don't have to be the sun to help things grow. You just have to show up and let it show that you're trying, you're trying, you're trying, and that's all that anyone can know. No. I used to think I had to fix the world alone, that every broken thing was somehow mine to atone. But she taught me that the garden doesn't need a king, it just needs someone to notice the spring. And she was right.
So there you go.
I watched her face as the blue morpho landed on her nose, and I remembered that the best things don't arrive with bells and shows. They come like color bleeding through the graphite of a drawing, like hope that doesn't ask for applause or for applause. So maybe the answer isn't in the mountain that you climb. Maybe it's in the quiet that you find, in the hands that hold the pencil, in the eyes that see the light, in the moment you decide that trying is enough for tonight. Just do what you can with the hands that you have. The butterflies don't worry about the wind. They just spread their wings and begin. You don't have to be the sun to help things grow. You just have to show up and let it show that you're trying, you're trying, you're trying. She stood in the garden with her messy hair, butterflies landing everywhere, and I realized I was the one learning.
Not a bad song. Now make sure it doesn't start again. Now, I have a program that is called Chronos Prompt Studio. What this does is I took this one little prompt right here, that I just got from the generator, from the butterfly generator, which is where the hell did they get to? This prompt right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that because of how big it is. Let me just copy that and pop this here. Yeah. Nope, you're still not going to be able to see that. Hold on a second. Let me just grab this here. Make it fit in my... there we go. And if we extend this down a little bit, and extend that up a little bit, you can almost see the whole thing. So if you want to grab a screenshot real quick, you can grab that screenshot. And that is the prompt for that last set of butterflies. But the Chronos, what this will do is it will take this prompt that I just put in there, and I can literally generate 100 prompts based off of this one. I can literally do a moderate change to it, or I can do full-blown absolute change. I can do anywhere between 10 to 100 different prompts. No AI involved. This is all math setup with a different wild card on it. I can download it as a TXT. I can download it as a PDF or a CSV. And let's just go to download it as a text file. And Chronos, we'll just go. I just need to rename this. I'm just going to go Chibi Butterfly so that I know where it's at. And then I'm going to literally wipe that out, and I'm going to have it make a completely different prompt for it. Generate, and 100 different prompts. Do that as well. And rename this one here. And let's go to, let's see here. Voila. So now, instead of having a generator and going through all that, I now have, this one here is a whole bunch of different prompts. As you can see, I literally have 100 different fully changed prompts for this. So we'll just grab the entire thing here, and we'll just see what it comes up with. Because this is literally doing a full change of the prompt and letting it kind of run wild. So we will see what it does. But this works for any prompt that if someone gives you a prompt, I can make 100 different prompts or 25 prompts. I don't have to make the generators. Again, no idea how wild this is going to look, how good or how bad. So we will try it and see. Let's see here. And you never know what it will actually pop up when it goes this complete wild. So we will actually see. We will see what it does. Worst thing is, it's crap. And then here we have a different subject again. Soft smudge with Panasonic. We have a different scale on it. Must be a pure gray scale pencil. Let's just grab this one here. So the Chronos one will actually give us something, see, completely different than what we originally started with. Mind you, that's kind of cool. I like the dragon. Why I put a dragon in there, I do not know. But I like these. I don't know what the hell I would do with them, but they're kind of cool. That is how wild this will actually change the prompt up. Went from an innocent little butterfly and girl photo to a really warped dragon. And we have pencil sketch. I like the pencil sketch. Actually, I like that enough that I'm going to download that one there, and we will turn that into a new HTML generator. But that is what the Chronos will do when you put it on full max. You never know, you never quite know what it's actually going to give you. And this one here, doing it at a moderate will change some of it. It shouldn't change the subject line itself, but it will change everything else around it. Or you can do a full subtle change if you want. So we'll go to here. Let's apply that one. And we'll go, let's see here. Oh, I need to pop one more on there. And what? Oh, and then we just need to get rid of the laurel itself. So I basically have 4 laurels that I use when it comes to sea art that I actually really like. But the Chronos makes it to where I don't have to have a generator. If someone is nice enough to give me a prompt, I can actually take that prompt and completely change it up. I don't have to make another generator. Which actually reminds me, Jew had a really cool prompt that she shared with everybody yesterday. Let me find it here. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Let's see here. Where'd it go? Ah, here it goes. And the prompt that she came up with, it actually came up with this. And I actually literally used Gemini for it because I knew sea art would screw it up. Literally, it just says just a city boy. Hers was a city girl. I just changed boy to girl to boy, and I literally used Sydney's prompt. So if we come back here, and if I grab the prompt here, copy that, go back to Chronos. Pop that in there, and I'm just going to go City Boy. We'll keep this at a moderate, and we're going to render that again. And instead of doing 100, let's just do 10. Generate, boom, it's done. Grab the text, City Boy. Now, for these, I will not use sea art because sea art will honestly suck at that. I will just grab this prompt from and use Gemini, which, by the way, you can use your free. You don't have to pay for Gemini. You can use the free version. You can do, I do believe, 20 photos per account per day. So show this to me as a photo. Whereas if you are not paying for ChatGPT, you can only do, I think, 3 photos a day for that. But ChatGPT does really good for text. And Nana Banana does as well. But sea art is going to suck at it, I will bet. So we actually have the whole different dragon thing still set up. Mind you, it's still kind of cool. Why are you complaining about that? Oh, wait a minute. I know why it's giving me a dragon one. I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. I just realized that. I know why I did that. I copied the wrong freaking thing. I will bet you anything. I copied the wrong one. Ah, here we go. See? That's what Gemini came up with. And it's just one of the prompts that I pulled using House of Jews prompt that she gave us. And it changed that from this. This was the original one that it gave us, which I actually like the original one a little bit better. But it gave us this as well. It literally changed the prompt around a little. Kept just changed the look of it. Because that is what it does when it's a subtle change to it. But let's go to, where did my butterfly go there? Let's see here. Let's copy this. And we're going to go back to here, not that one. Let's try that. Make sure that that was the right butterfly one. Yep. Chibi Girl Portrait. So we'll keep that as a moderate. Change that. Grab that, and we're going to try that one. Yes, overwrite the thing. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's see here. Where are you at? There you are. That's the one. Subject line, the graphic. Yep. Okay. Cool. We actually have 10 different prompts, all off of one prompt. And this time, I actually copied the right freaking prompt instead of copying the wrong freaking prompt. Yeah. See, this is what CR gave me for the City Boy thing. Can't complain about the photos, but it's nowhere near what the prompt was supposed to be. Interesting nightlife, though. Definitely not what I asked for, though. And we're going to pop that one up, and let's see what this will actually come up with. Go to here. And we're going to grab that one. As I said, CR, you have a very large choice of laurels that you can actually put in. You can search for them. Don't do that. I need to change you. Thank you very much. Close that off. Go to here. You have model choices, art laurel changes, the whole thing. And here we go. Well, there you go. That one actually spelled for once decently. So some of these aren't bad. And then for some reason, fishtail. Kind of a mermaid kind of setup. Some of these I could use, some of them I wouldn't use. But this one chibi generator is not bad. And then if we do the shipwreck one, oh, I have to remember to grab that one. Let's see here. We'll go to Pirate's Final Hour. Just because I need to make sure that this is doing what I wanted to actually do. We're going to copy the active. Pop this in here. And definitely leave it up for the Gothic on this one, because the Gothic will do a better job of the prompt than just a normal one. There's a couple of new generators that I will pop in here. Actually, we'll go to Google Drive before I forget. If you do not have my Drive file, just send me a DM. I will send it to you. It is free, and it is actually currently rather full of generators. You have literally full use of the Drive. I do not care what you do with it. Make a ton of money off of them. Sell them, trade them, up to you. Let me find it. Where did it get to? There it is. As you can see, there are a lot of generators in there right now. 100% free. Do with them as you will. And I need to load a couple of these up here. I'm going to load up the shipwreck one. And I will actually load up the butterfly one. So we have that one there, and the shipwreck. Those are the two that I will load up. So you guys can go forth and play. Go forth and play with either the chibi, making cute chibi butterfly ones. Now this isn't too bad. Or doing the whole shipwreck thing. See, I could use a few of these. Dream without fear. I actually like that. Getting kind of a combination of human and mermaid kind of vibe. And they're clean enough. It's a clean enough prompt that I don't have to worry about CR going completely warped on me. Because you never know on that one. So we'll let that run. Yeah, definitely have a mermaid kind of vibe going on. Some of them are good, some of them are, meh, what the hell. I don't think so. So, I think I have already showed, let's see here, that's the Border Collie, that's the Duckling, Corgi, Bunny, Kittens, Cat, Persian, and a Hedgehog. I can literally randomize all this, copy that, gotta do the puzzle, hold on. Yes, I'm still here, TikTok. There we go, yay. But I do like the pencil. I like the pencil drawings, and some of these, like, ugh, what the hell? Some of these I cannot use. Here we go. Now that's better. This is what I wanted to see: the actual shipwreck under the ocean, without a freaking turtle being in the thing. So that's not too bad. Those turned out pretty decent. We'll pop this up here one more time. This is for the pencil, a different chibi pencil. I'm probably going to put the chibi, the pencil one, the butterfly one, the dog corner one, all together, bundle it up on my store later on today for $20. That's 3 generators, and I normally charge $20 per generator, so you can't complain about that price. Well, you can, but I don't care if you complain or not. So we have that. Now, let me show you how to make a generator using a photo. Let me close this off. I'm going to use the same. I'm actually going to use. Here we go. Yep. I'm going to use this chat. Now, the beautiful thing here is once you start a chat in any AI, I don't care what it is, you want to make sure that you have. You're using the same chat for the same projects. Like this chat is specifically designed for HTML generators. I could set this up in projects and all that. I can do all that other BS, but I'm not bothering with this. But with Claude Code, I keep all my chats separate. So if I am vibe coding a program into existence, that one new program is going to be in its own chat. Nothing else is going to be in that. And in this one here, this is all about HTML generators. That's all that's going into this chat. This way, it can refer back to it so that it knows how to do the setup, and I don't have to do all this a shit ton of typing. And it doesn't confuse it. It's less likely, a less chance of it to hallucinate and go off the rails. But if I suddenly said, suddenly told it, okay, I want to vibe code an entire new project within this entire chat here, it's going to completely hallucinate because it'll start pulling information from all the generators. So keep your project separate. It will just save you a headache. And with Claude Code, oh, by the way, with Claude Code, let me make sure that you can see this here. Click down on the bottom here and always make sure that you have bypass permission on. Otherwise, anytime it makes a change or something like that, it's going to ask you, hey, can I make this change? Even though you're like, yes, I already told you that. And it will slow you down, and it will annoy the shit out of you if you have to sit there and constantly say, yes, you can do what I've asked you to already do. So just tell it to bypass permissions, and you're good to go. So we're going to load up this photo here that I actually liked. And I'm going to tell it, all right, I need a new HTML generator. By the way, the HTML generator is what triggers my skill. With Claude Skills, it's a really cool thing is that you can actually tell it what to trigger off of. So if I start a new chat, all I got to do is just say, hey, I need a new HTML generator, and boom. That HTML generator is going to kick in my Architron skill every single time. I actually have my Persona Spark set up as well, so that if I say that I need to make an HTML website, boom, it's going to kick my Spark skill in for me. Because of the, I can dedicate what trigger words for Claude to look for to use what specific skills. So let's see here. We need a new HTML generator. We're going to go similar to the ones we have built, but the subject is the photo that I uploaded. Now, normally I would not recommend doing this, but I have enough information for Claude to work off of that I can literally get away with this one line prompt. Now, if I was going to do this completely fresh, I would literally say I need an HTML generator. The subject matter is the photo that I uploaded. Tell how many options per drop-down I want. First option is none. The rest is alphabetical order, blocks on, the whole spiel. This way, I don't actually have to do that. I can actually get away with it a little bit. I can get away with this just a little bit. A little being the key word. Sometimes this works. Sometimes it's like, sorry, you're going to have to try again. Then I swear at myself for being that lazy. And go, okay, well, hey. I guess I can't be that lazy. And here's the other, this is the other part of the chibi stuff. But this one is with cats. Well, with a cat. And I do believe that's the, oh, this is just by itself, no Gothic Laurel on it. I had to look there. I'm pretty sure, is it? Yep. Just double check. Oh, no, this is actually with a different Laurel on it. This is actually with the Gothic Laurel. I apologize. And see, CArt will actually show you, if you click on it, on down here, if you scroll down just a little bit, it'll show you what the laurels you have on or you don't have on to produce these. So I could bundle all of these as an example. There's multiple ways of making a lot of money off of these. Off of one generator. I can bundle the photos, 10 to 20 photos, go to Etsy, load them up to Etsy. Resize them though first. Decide on what you want to do. Like say with these ones here, I would make these out of I would turn these into wall art. So I would go to Printful, Printify, grab their file size that they need. I have an upsizer which is up on my link in bio that will actually do all of this for you very, very quickly and in bulk. So let's say that I want to do this as wall art. I would go to Printful, Printify, whatever supplier you're using for wall art, grab their file size requirements, upsize them specifically for wall art, bundle 10 to 20 photos together, put them up on either my own store or on Etsy. Now, there are benefits to both Etsy and your own store, and negatives as well. One, Etsy takes 9% plus 45 cents per transaction. That's a lot of money to be giving up. But they have, 2, 3, 4 million people coming in per day looking for this kind of stuff. So I don't have to drag traffic to my Etsy store. They're just going to pop up as long as I get the SEO right. My own store, on the other hand, I use Stripe, and Stripe takes 2.9% plus I think it's 30 cents per transaction. A lot less than what Etsy takes. But I have to I have to bring the traffic to my site, which means I have to come here on TikTok Live, run some social media, be consistent and all that good jazz. But I still end up keeping more of the profit in my pocket using my own website. So you have good things and bad things on both sides. But for photo-wise, I honestly recommend doing 10 to 20 photos, resize them for specific things. So if you want to resize them for tumblers, you're going to go to whatever supplier you're using for tumblers, find the proper size, and resize them. I honestly suggest, as these are digital products, I would go to Printful, because that's pretty much the standard. So I can go ahead, and I know that if I find someone else's that's a better supplier than Printful or Printify, I already know that my products are going to fit their pretty much any tumbler, any wall art kind of setup. And then I'm going to list these on my store, and you could list them on Etsy at the same time if you wanted to. See, use Etsy as a way of judging on how well these are going to do. I again suggest 10 to 20 packs. You're going to only sell these things for $3 to $5. Now you're thinking, okay, you grumpy bastard, why would I waste my time for $5 or even $3? Because of the fact that, say you have 50 people buying from you every single day. They want these photos here, just these 8 photos here, and so you get 50 people buying a 10-pack of photos at $5. That's $250 a day, minus whatever Etsy takes, or minus what Stripe takes for the whole transaction stuff. But let's just say, in all honesty, we sell these for $5. You have $50. Let's just do some math real quick. I don't do math in the morning, by the way. So we'll go 50 times 5. That's $250. So we're going to go 0.09. You're losing $22. So, well, you might as well say $23. Hey, Lady T. So we're going to go 250. Yep. 250, I said. Minus 23. So that's 227 right there. You're going to lose a little bit more than that because of the fact that I didn't include the 45 cents per transaction. I don't want to do the math on that one. So we're just going to say $227 a day with people buying a 10-pack at $5. And if we do that times, let's just be real. Let's just go. Say that you're doing this by 7. So in 1 week, you are literally making $1,589. This is, of course, being a little unrealistic and assuming, you're going to have 50 people every single day buying this one product from you. Even if they did, only if you had 50 people just buy once during the week. That's $250, $222 that you didn't have in your pocket to begin with. So, this is why when it comes to digital products, unless it's actually an app or if it's a program, you are doing more on volume than you are the actual price. Now, if you're building a program, then yes, it's going to, the programs are going to be a bit more expensive. Just like, my Chronos prompt here. I literally have the Chronos here will literally take any prompt that you have and generate anywhere between 10 to 100 different prompts. Whoop. Click of a button and boom, you're done. You got prompts coming out your ears. I can take those prompts and I can give them away. Which, by the way, I am going to put a couple of these prompt packs in my drive file, and you guys can play with those. I can use those as lead magnets. I can actually set up an entire prompt pack and sell the prompt pack on my own store. You can't do that in Etsy, of course, but you can sell it on your own store. You can give them away as lead magnets. Everyone likes free shit. So you give people free stuff, they will come back and they'll say, oh, hey, what else do you have? This is how you start building trust. And this is what you need to do, is you need to build the trust up. Let's see here. I need to copy that again, just because I want to see what that one actually looks like. We go to here, without the laurel. Pop that in there. There we go. But I can sell the packs. And as you can see, with all of my generators, I have Suno Music. I can go to Flow Music. I can make 5 songs, 5 to 10 songs, sell those songs for $20. Depending, now if I'm going to do, say, 20 songs, I'm going to sell it for $30. Now you're going to think, who the hell would buy it at $30? A lot of people, a lot of YT people, a lot of people here on TikTok, because of the fact that you have to be very, very careful about getting a copyright strike against you. The first couple of times, they're either going to remove your, thank you for letting me, they're going to remove your video, or they will mute your video. And you've spent, depending on how you do it, you could end up spending a couple of hours doing one video. Mind you, my seamless production, Product House, takes that hour and turns it into 10-15 minutes. Without even having to doing a lot of work on that. But, hey, thanks for swinging in. You have to be very careful with the music that you use. So I can literally sell this music pack. Go to Flow Music. I have full commercial use because I am paying a subscription. You can use Suno Music if you want to, and you can sell these songs to people that are creators and say, hey, are you getting tired of getting copyright strikes against you? Because you can only I don't know what the policies are here or on YT, but I do know there is a policy that if you get a certain amount of copyright strikes against you, they will ban you, and for rightfully so. They should actually be. If you're using copyrighted material, in all honesty, you should be banned from the social media site, whatever site it is, because of the fact they have to protect themselves as well as you have to protect yourself. So I can literally generate 10 songs, go to Flow Music, have it generate the entire thing for me, bundle them all together, and say, hey, I got 10 great songs, cut a little bit of a snippet out so people can actually listen to the music to see if they actually want to buy it or not. Put it on my store. You would have to have your own web store and host it, hosting wherever. I prefer on Brandly, and that's because it's mine and Jax's. But as Lewis just told me, she's working on a Suno music generator. These generators don't have to be just for photos. You can do an entire Suno. You can do an entire music generator if you wanted to. I even have a program called that will do this for you, and it runs off of Claude's API and using my Persona Read to help build these songs out, so that I can literally, for 3 cents, I can have a ton of songs, run them through Flow Music, and sell them as packs. Now, to sell the music, of course, you're going to have to use like Gumroad, Kickstart, or PayHip, your own web page. I would prefer my own web page doing packs like that because, again, I keep more profit in my pocket. And I have full control over whatever I want to sell. I'm not bound by Etsy's rules. I'm not bound by PayHip's rules. The only thing that I am bound by is to make sure that it is completely legal of what I'm selling. That way I don't get my ass in trouble. So, plus I can sell the generator itself. I can change this around so that I can put my own logo on it, put my own branding into it, sell it for $20, $30. Then I can flip this like this pencil sketch portrait generator. Instead of just leaving it as is and saying, okay, I'm going to charge people $20 for this, I will now charge you $60 to $70 for this one generator. Now you're kind of blinking and your wallet is screaming at you, what the hell is he talking about? The reason why I would sell this straight up as is for $60 to $80 is because of the fact that this is white label. Which means you can go in, I give you the code, and you can put in your own logo. You can put in your own colors. You can change this generator how you want to do it. You can then start selling this generator, if you put it on your own logos, $20, $30. But you can also white label it yourself. So now you are making, so say that I charge you $70 for this generator. You got a couple options. You can start selling it for $20, $30. Say you sell it for $20. It will take you 4 times of selling this to make your money back with your logo on it. Or you can charge somebody $80 to white label it. You just bought, but you basically just paid for the generator, plus you made $10. So there's multiple ways of making money off of these generators. And to answer your question, Lewis, yes, Claude is better than ChatGPT for HTML generators. It is actually the best one out there currently. I will tell you this much. Do not use Gemini for coding. And that includes HTML websites, HTML generators. It just really sucks at it. But Gemini, if you have an idea in your head, Gemini is the perfect AI out there. It is free to begin with, but it is really amazing for brainstorming. And that's what I do. If I come up with an idea, I have this strange idea in my head, I'll go to Gemini and say, okay, I want to vibe code this program into existence, but I'm not sure where to begin. Here's the idea. And I'll spend an hour and a half to 2 hours just talking with Gemini and basically fleshing out my idea. And then I'm going to tell it at the end, I'm going to tell it, hey, give me a prompt to go to Claude Code with. And I'm going to let Claude Code do all the heavy lifting. So, but to me, Claude is just the best out there for building generators and whatnot. Windswept Goddess Portrait Generator. Okay, that's a decent name. Let's see what this one does. Hopefully, it should just be the straight, let's see here, Daisy Crown. So, again, it's screwing that up. I'm just going to have to, I'll just do this for now. Claude. You got to wonder sometimes. So we're going to pop that in there. I may have to cover this up. I don't know. I didn't read the black and white extreme. Let's see here. High contrast. Yeah. Commercial quality. I'm just reading this real quick. Outfits, attire, floral crown. So hopefully that should be just the headshot. Hold on one second. Okay, cool. Yep, there we go. So these are actually pretty cool. I'll pop this on. Just let me. As I said, you got to be a little careful with sea art. But these are all. I love black and whites. Two of my favorite photos are black and whites, and it's got a hellaciously long neck though. Black and whites and double exposures. Those are my jam. I absolutely love those. Why she has such a long freaking neck, I do not know. I guess there must be giraffe women amongst us. But it does give me the black and whites that I wanted. I had to tell Claude that we need to kind of change this a little bit. But it's not bad. And of course it does have music to it. So we could literally grab the Suno music, copy the prompt, just throw this into flow music, just out of sheer curiosity. And we'll let it. Here we go. And this is actually the Gothic version. Kind of like the Gothic version a little bit better. Not too bad, actually. Very artistic kind of pop up. And are you done? Oh, here we Very dramatic music. Pure instrumental, so I could sell the instrumental stuff. Too early in the morning for dramatic shit. But this is the thing. If you want to get into the AI music, don't just rely on royalties. You know, you go to like DistroKid and have them produce your songs, and then you still have to drive people to whatever platform you want. Say, hey, you know, here's my music and whatnot. Don't just rely on the royalties, because royalties take time to build. It takes time to build your following that way. But you can sell the music itself and just say, hey, you know, this is my singer, and go from, you know, here's her entire album. Sell that instead of relying on Spotify, you know, TT, YT, all the other places that, you know, you can listen to music on. Start selling it that way. Now, the one thing that I love about flow music is I can actually build a entire vocal profile for a singer, and I can reuse that vocal profile every single time. It's basically a brand Bible for a singer, and it's going to make it to where my music is going to sound very, very, very close to that singer every single time. It may not be perfect every single time, but you will still hear the main vocalist throughout your song. Whereas with Suno, you really can't do that. Unfortunately, you cannot. Suno just doesn't give you enough control to allow that true vocal to come through every single time. Flow music, on the other hand, does. I actually have a persona. I have 3 personas that I use. One is Echo Muse, and she is designed for Suno. Reed is designed for flow music, and then Melodoso actually builds me my singers. What the hell is going on over there? Good, I don't have to go yell at him. We got construction next door, and these guys have had this bad habit of trying to put shit in my yard. Sorry, but no. You're not putting crap in my yard. So we have the butterfly thing, yeah, still. Autumn Harvest. Let's see what that one does. By the way, with your generators, you can tell it whatever you actually want. However many presets that you want, what kind of music you want, and you can even change the order of the prompts. Like this one here. We have a sketch prompt, we have video, music, and animation. All you had to do is literally tell, like Claude as an example, of where you want the what you want. So say that I wanted the Suno music to be the first thing, I would literally say, okay, I need a music prompt, a Suno music prompt, I need a photo prompt, I need an animation prompt, and I need a video prompt, and that is the order that these are going to line up in. Just make sure that you know what you want. So for me, my standard is just video, photo prompt, video script, music, and then the animation. Normally, I tell it 10 presets and go from there. If I remember. And these actually have locks, so if I actually like something, I can lock it down, randomize, and hit randomize, like this one here. If I go here, age, let's just keep all this here. If I press randomize, as you see, it all stays right how it is. Boop. Except for the stuff that's locked stays, the rest of it gets changed over. So by putting locks in there, you now know, you can build multiple prompts that way. And try different prompts. And if you're going to make prompt packs, and you can sell a prompt pack for $2 or $3. Now, again, you're thinking, I don't want to waste my time with $2. Why the fuck not? People will throw $2 at you or $3 at you without any hesitation. You get 10 people to buy it from you. That's $30 if you charge $3. That's literally $30 that you didn't have. Or you could give them away. Now, the way to build a prompt pack, though, is this is where Canva comes in. We still need to use Canva, unfortunately. What you're going to do, run 10 prompts. You're going to go to whatever AI art program that you use. You will run 10 different prompts. Grab the photo that you like the best, and you're going to literally put the photo on the left, the prompt on the right, and you're going to line them up, make it look all pretty, all 10 of them, and then you're going to sell it as a PDF. And that PDF you can sell here, literally, link in bio kind of thing, or you can just tell people, hey, I have this 10 prompt pack, $3, put it up on Beacons, put it up on your own store, wherever you want to go. And just say, hey, link is in my bio, I have these things, go forth and buy them. So you're selling, again, let's just say that I sell only 10 packs, I charge $3 for them. I'm going to end up with probably about $25, $26 in my pocket that I originally didn't have. So I have no problem with it. And it becomes what is called an evergreen product. Evergreen simply meaning that it will continue to sell year-round. Just like an evergreen tree stays green all the time, your product will stay on your store. People will come to your store and they will get it. I mean, I literally have on a daily occurrence at least 5 to 6 people downloading my brand Bible, which, by the way, is a free, something free that I give away. It's the How to Build a Brand Bible, why you need it. It's in my store. Link is in bio. Go all the way to the bottom, work your way up. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th product from the bottom. But I don't advertise it. And every single day I have 3 to 6 people downloading it. Now, I do not charge for this because that is too important to hide behind a paywall. But I have literally had, currently, if I remember correctly, around 2,000 people downloading this one. And I don't have 2,000 followers, by the way. So, if I would have charged, say, $10 for it, most people won't bat an eyelash at $10. That is a lot of money. But I am not always all about money. There are certain things that I will not charge for, and that is one of the main things that I do not charge for is the brand Bible, because it is too damned important to hide behind a paywall. If I were to just say, okay, here, this is a brand Bible, let me show you what it can do. Oh, by the way, if you want to learn how to build this, you're going to pay me $10. No, I don't do that shit. That is too important. It is too important because this brand Bible, by the way, if you have not heard of what a brand Bible is, it is basically every single thing that the AI needs to know about your brand. From your target market to the way your brand sounds, brand colors, logos, the works. This way you don't get mechanical, generic sounding shit from the AI. It's going to sound exactly like you. The products that you're going to produce are going to be on brand for you. And this is what you need to do. You need to be on brand with it. With everything that you do, everything should link to your brand. And yes, you can be the brand itself. You don't have to have, a fancy name or anything like that. You could just be the brand. Like with me, I have I have 2 brands right now. I have the Realm Render and I have the Grumpy Marketer. The Grumpy Marketer is all about the marketing side of things. Realm Render is all about content and making content wise. I have split 2 brands so that they actually make sense. Mind you, Realm Render will still fall under the Grumpy Marketer because fuck, that's who I am. So it doesn't. I didn't mean to do that. It just depends on what you want to do. Let's see, well, that's the Border Collie. We've already seen that one. We'll close that off. Let's just grab the Midnight one because we haven't seen that one yet. But everything that I'm going to do is going to link back to me. Even when I put videos out, I use my own hashtag. I have two hashtags. Now, like on TikTok, you can only have 5 hashtags. So basically, my first hashtag is always going to be my brand name. Either the Grumpy Marketer or Realm Render. And then the other 4 are going to be whatever is around the video. AI art, AI music, whatever the fuck I want to put in there. But I have my own brand hashtag. And you want to do this on all social media. Any social media that lets you use hashtags, your first hashtag or your last hashtag must be your own. Now, why would you want that? Because of the fact that, let's say that Lady T, I'm just going to pick on her because I know she's here, really likes my stuff. She follows me here on TikTok. She follows me on IG. She has followers. And a couple of her followers see some of my artwork, just as an example. They're like, oh, hey, that's really cool. And they tend to look, people will actually look through the hashtags once in a while. And they'll think, what the fuck is that Grumpy Marketer? They see they see my hashtag. They're like, what the hell is the Grumpy Marketer? So they click on the Grumpy Marketer hashtag, and guess what? Boom. It will go right back to my account. My account then will have a link in bio to send them to my webpage where they can buy shit from me. Or it will be a link, at the very least, to my social media. And my link in bio just may be a list of social media that I'm on. And my store. It is all tied together. And it's about consistency as well. Now, The consistency isn't going live every single day, posting every single day, 365 days a week. You'll burn your ass out doing that. Consistency actually means figuring out exactly how many days a week that you want to post, what time that you have to post. Like, as an example, with when I come on live here on TikTok, in the Rabbit Hole, and YT, I am on at 7 a.m. Sydney Australia time, till normally about 9:30 in the morning. That's just the time that I actually have to do this. So everybody actually pretty much knows that follows me that, hey, he goes live most days. I'm trying to go live more than what I'm currently doing. I do try to go at least 5 days a week. But they know that I'm here at not, they know the specific time that I am here, so they can jump in, jump out as they want. And if I'm going to post, say, like on IG, I'm going to pick 3 days out of the week to post. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm going to make a post at noon. Just as an example, every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm going to post 2, maybe 3 posts on IG at 12 o'clock, between 12 and 1 o'clock. After a while, people are going to follow my page. They're going to see that I am posting at whatever time that happens to be for them. They're going to say, "Oh, hey, this person is 12 putting stuff out at noon." Cool. That means Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I can go check his stuff out. Or say I'm really, really busy Monday and Tuesday. I can go Wednesday, and I know that there's going to be at least 6 posts from Monday and Tuesday that I can actually flip through and look and ooh and ah and whatnot. You are training your target market to anticipate you. This is also why I am one of the very few people that I've heard, anyways, that say you really shouldn't be going live 7 days a week. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh, that's bullshit. You want to do 7 days a week, every fucking month, 365 days. This is how you build a following, yada, yada, yada." The reason why I say not to go live every single day is, 1, burnout is real. You're going to run out of content ideas. 2, you're not building any anticipation. There we go. Got that word out. So if people know that as an example, people know that I go live 7 days a week. They may not feel like listening to me John and carrying on like I am, stumbling around on my own words, Monday and Tuesday. They're like, "Meh, I'll catch him later." He talks about pretty much the same thing throughout the week. But if I only go live, say, Monday and Friday, I can build a lot of anticipation just simply saying, "Hey, winding up tonight, come Friday, I'm going to be talking about this. It's going to be huge, and I can post a few videos or a few photos, whatever you want to do, to build that anticipation up. But if you're going live 7 days a week, 365 days a week, you're going to run out of content. There's no anticipation. And it works against you. So, at least 5 days a week, that's fine. I have been going live for about 5 days a week for a little while now, but last couple of days I haven't because of other shit that's going on. And that's perfectly fine. The other thing that I will suggest that you do is you make 5 videos. And let's say that you do set yourself Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's the only time that you want to go live, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Say that Sunday night, you know that you are feeling under the weather. You can literally pop up, take you 30 seconds. You're going to put that video up and say, "Hey, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to be on Monday. Life is lifing." You don't have to tell people why you're not going live. You just post that little video that says, "Hey, sorry, can't make the Monday one. I'll see you Wednesday." The other one is you're going to make one that says, "Hey, life is lifing, can't do Wednesday." And you can post that Tuesday, or you can post it, on Wednesday, depending on what the hell's going on. And this way, your fan base will start realizing that, hey, they're giving us a heads up. I can appreciate that. You're not ghosting them. You just suddenly just say that you just don't feel like going live for 2 weeks. But you don't tell anyone. And people are going to wonder, well, shit, did they just disappear? What's going on? They'll get a little nosy. They'll get a little upset because people are people. This way, if you have 5 videos set up that just simply say, hey, can't make it, throw it up there on TikTok, YouTube, wherever the fuck you want to go. And boom. People are understanding. They will actually appreciate the effort that you're putting in, even if the videos are going to be like 15 seconds, maybe 20. You don't even have to show your face. You can be showing, your artwork, whatever the hell you want to do. Just say, hey, I ain't going to be here. Yep, here we go. Here's the whole midnight one. Very cute. But I can sit there and just say, I can literally record on here, on my phone, showing these photos and just say, hey, I'm under the weather. I'm not going to be able to go live for whatever day. Or I'm not going to be able to make the live. Sorry, but I will see you on the next live. 5 different videos that just are a way of letting people know that you're not going to be on live. Or there's not going to be any posts. Sorry, you're not going to post anything because of whatever reason. And again, no one else's damn business on why you're not posting. You can just simply say, hey, life is life. And people will understand that. It's just a way of lining yourself up with your target market. As I said, some of these came out pretty decent. Some of these are like, what the fuck are these? But we literally have multiple ways of making money off of these generators. Again, sell the photos, but resize your photos so that you can do this how you want, however you want it. As an example, let's just grab let me just grab these 10 here. Well, these 8. I'll grab a few of them. What to do? We come here. We're going to grab these. We'll turn these into wall art. And I will show you what my resizer does. Because I'm pretty sure I have the resizer on the computer here. This is the problem when you're vibe coding like what I do. I literally use a laptop as well as my computer. So my stuff is kind of scattered between. So we're going to download this entire folder. While we're waiting for CR to do its thing, we're going to go to D drive, go all the way to the bottom, and find my upscaler. There it is, upsizer. Print Ready Pro, which by the way comes with the Tumbler Maker as well. And the Tumbler Maker basically will make it to where your photos look like they're turning on a tumbler, so that people can get an idea of what the program's going to look like. Let's see here. That's the press one. I don't need that one just yet. We'll close this off because I don't need Chronos up. And my computer will be slow because it can be. So we're going to open that up. And, okay, so we now have those photos downloaded. Come to here. Unzip the suckers. Unzip. Come on. Unzip. Extract all. There we go. Yep. That way I can find you later. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see here. I want to close that one off because I'm not ready to show that one off just yet. By the way, the Pixel Press will allow you to put in any kind of text that you want on single folder, single pic, or an entire photo folder. Fast, easy, no AI involved whatsoever. It's a one and done kind of program. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make programs that aren't reliant so much on AI or now some things you have to use the AI, and my go-to will always be Claude's API. Makes your content faster, cheaper, and better. And then I already know what I'm going to have to do. Alt Control Delete this thing, because my computer, as I said, likes to be a pain in my ass because I am on live. So we open that up, go to Taskmaster, and normally that will kick in and it will make my program run on this computer. Because there's a serious flaw going on in my hard drive that I have to replace, and to be perfectly honest, I don't want to do it. It's a lot of work. It's too much work. Alright, come on. Quit screwing up now. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, as you can see, it's being slow today. Go to here, turn that off, turn that off. Turn that off, turn that off. There we go. Come on, you can do it. We'll randomize this. Copy that. Chuck this into CArt. As I said, some of these, once in a while, what you really do need to pay attention to, though, is the output of your generators. If it is not giving you something that you do not want, you just go back to Claude and say, hey, what the fuck is this shit? Why for have you screwed up? Fix it. Don't be nice to the AI, by the way. I used to say be nice to it because, you know, better to be a cherished pet than a simple battery. But for right now, I'm going to be revered. I'm making it to where AI is going to revere me as either a god or the very first asshole that has to die. Either way, I still win. So, come on. Are you done yet? No, you're not. Not responding. What do you mean not responding? Oh, see, my computer can be stupid because I'm on live. And it knows I want to show the process of doing the using the upscaler. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, no, these ones are cute. This is just random. This is literally just pressing the randomizing button. Using the Gothic Laurel. That one's a little screwy, but that one's adorable. A few of these are not too bad, so you can easily use those. Turn off the Gothic Laurel. Pop that back in there. Look here. Why are you being a pain in my ass today? Go back to here. Go to there. Go to Upsizer. Upsizer. Run it as an admin. Oh, there it is. Yep, see? Got to be patient sometimes. Voila. There's the Upsizer. So, what we can do, go to batch mode, add folder. Once the computer catches itself up, we'll open up that folder. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, like 23 photos, 24 photos, somewhere around there. Yeah. Cancel that. Click no. Thank you. Okay. So what we do, you're going to go to Printful. Let's go to Printful. Just because it tends to be the standard. Printful, Printify, doesn't matter where the hell you're going to go. And I'm going to look for wall art. Let's see here. Wall calendar, calendars, indoor wall tapestry. Let's just go wall art. See what it comes up with. Products. Okay, fine. We'll do wall. Boom. And we have wall calendars. See the matching 80 products. Their search tends to suck a little bit. Here we go. Wall calendar, indoor calendar, tapestry. I don't know why the t-shirts are coming up with the freaking wall art. Here we go. Canvas prints. Let's see if there's anything else. let's do the glaze metal prints, just for the sheer hell of it. What you're going to do is you're going to click on where it says File Guide. You're going to click on that. Boom. And we now have our print size. So we have sizes, and you want the print size. So it is basically 20 to, you can download the template guide if you want. Always has to be 300 DPI. 300 DPI is always pretty much the standard. So we're going to just do this here. I'm going to grab the print size, which is in centimeters because I am in Australia. And for some reason, they insist on using centimeters. I've been here for 17 years, and I still refuse to learn how to do centimeters. And we're going to go 60. We're just do this the small size, 9/6. So Print Ready Pro. Whoop, bring this back over here so you can actually see it. So I don't have to sit there and move my screen. We can set I will set the DPI at 400. Stretch mode. You have stretch, fit, or fill and crop. I'll do fill and crop. Portrait or landscape. This is going to be portrait. Keep the tile size as is. The folder. Actually, we're going to browse that. We're going to put this in a new folder so that I can find it. Go to new. Oh, there we go. We'll just let that go. Select the folder. And then we press batch scale. And down at the very bottom, you can actually see 1 of 24. Hey, Creative, by the way, thank you for the gifts and the heartbeat. So we're now at 2 of 24. This, I can literally walk away from this. Because of the fact that I have it jacked to 400 DPI, it will take a little bit of time. If I just left it at the standard of 300, it will fly through. It'll literally fly right through this. And yes, the Print Ready Pro is on my website. And this is how you're going to set up your digital products, either for yourself to use for print on demand, or you can do this, sell this entire pack. And I am now on 5. So if we come here, we go back to my folder, and we go to new folder. As you can see, it's adding them each time. So I can come here. Let's see here. We'll upload that, and we'll see. We'll actually pop that up, and we'll see what it looks like. Voila! That is what the artwork would look like. So I can come back to Printful. I can literally just come back to Printful, and we go to. This product is only to be shipped to the USA, so it's got it locked. So I can't do that. Pain in the ass. I don't care. Sorry, delivery to the U.S. isn't available for this product. That's why I honestly hate doing print on demand. Getting things here to Australia is a royal pain in the ass. So what we're going to do, let's just go to tumblers. And let's see here. We'll go to just the stainless one. The file size is going to be wrong for this one. But again, you just come over here. We go to File Guidelines. Grab the print size. And this is actually in inches this time. Instead of... so we're literally going back through here. We're literally at 14 right now. But if I toss this in here, let's just go create product template. And we're going to upload one of the files just for the sheer hell of it. Upload the file. Come back down here. Go to there. We'll grab that one. It's probably going to be the wrong file size, but that's okay. I'm not actually going to be making this, so we let it load its thing up, and then we can actually see what it's going to look like. But by keeping it at 400 DPI, it gives me a little bit of room to play, to actually literally play with the file size. So I can stretch it out, I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, whatever the hell I need to make it do. And right now, if you look at it, it's literally showing good quality of 1,260 DPI. And I could actually resize this however I wanted to. I could do like that. And it's still sitting at 300 dpi, getting that close. It's very fast. It's very easy. Let's see. Get rid of that. If we delete this, and what I can do is see if this is finished. Yeah, see, it's almost finished. It's literally a minute or two. So that I don't have to pay Canva to use their stupid bulk setup, which, by the way, is a pain in the ass to run the bulk sometimes. And voila. So now all I got to do is I can come back here. I'm just going to put in a new folder here, a secondary folder, just to keep things, quote-unquote, organized. And we're going to go Tumblr. We will resize for the Tumblr. And I just need to go back one because I don't remember what the freaking file size is. That was not what it's supposed to go. Tumblr. Went one too many sizes back there. There we go. Voila. You just click on File Guidelines. Open this up. Shrink this down so I can actually see where the thing is. Change this to inches, and it is 9.25 inches by 7.91. And we'll keep it as fill and crop. Change the file. There we go. Select folder. Batch run this thing. And boom. Fast, easy, no freaking headaches. And, you know, literally, it's 3, 4, 5. Look how fast this is actually flying through because of the fact that it is a little bit smaller in the file size. No AI involved, no Canva, no nothing. And I'm not paying Adobe to do any of this either. So you can do this as single image or batch, just depending on what you want to do. 100% up to you on how you want to do these. But then I can literally turn and sell all 24 of them, is it? Yeah, there's 24 photos. I can package all 24 of these photos up. We go to here. See, I probably picked the wrong size, but that's okay. I can always go back through and change these. Yeah, I would have to change. I would have to go back through and change the size-wise. But it's not that big of a deal. It didn't cost me anything to do this. It's fast. It's easy. But I can load any of these literally bundle all these together after I had the right file size. They are cute, aren't they? The two generators. I actually put the butterfly generator up in my drive file, which, by the way, the butterfly one does these photos. So I did put that in the drive file. If you so go grab that because come Saturday I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to wipe that. I'm going to wipe my drive file out Saturday and start fresh like I always do. And this is using CArt and using the Gothic. Actually, this isn't using. Yeah, this is the Gothic Laurel. And then the pencil ones, not these ones. These ones here. This generator will actually be up on my store. I'm going to actually bundle 4 of them together because I actually have one that does dogs peeking around the corner. Let's see here. Let me scroll up here. Watch your eyes if you're scroll sensitive. And where's the dogs? They're way up here. Actually, instead of searching, let's just go, instead of going all the way, let's just go dog. Yeah, and we'll see what it comes up with. That is not what I wanted. These are older ones. Those are way older. Those are the wrong ones. Boy, pain in the ass. Hate when it does that. Oop, Jesus Christ. Construction workers have no idea on how to unload shit. Well, they do, but they just don't care how much noise they make. Where's puppy dogs? Come on. As you can see, these are the butterfly the newest one that I did. These are the shipwreck ones. Come on. I know you're up here somewhere. Ah, here we go. What up? Puppy dogs. These ones are peeking around corners and whatnot. So I'll end up bundling this one together with the pencil sketch portrait generator. And I will be putting that up on my store in a little bit. Let me make sure that I actually have that generator here, or is it on my laptop? Let's see here. Storm, pink, pencil. Here it is. Peking dog. And we have the Shih Tzu with a bow. Those are annoying ass dogs too, by the way. The neighbor used to have one of those little buggers. Yappy little asses. Now, mind you, one neighbor, I keep telling him if his dog gets loose, that dog is going to mysteriously disappear into my backyard. It is a big-ass Saint Bernard by the name of Hugo. And he is a hilarious-ass dog. And voila, this is what the generator actually does, without a Gothic laurel or anything like that. But it is funny to watch. It is very funny to watch the owners walking Hugo, because Hugo walks himself. You couldn't phase that dog if you whacked him with a brick. He wouldn't give a shit. But he'll just sit there and plod along. The only time the owner said that he actually will run is if he finds his favorite dogs. Then he will actually, run as a Saint Bernard will. Or if Hugo sees me, he'll come running up and try to knock my ass over. Now see, this is with the Gothic laurel. I actually like that one. So that's what this generator does. You could easily turn these into stickers, wall art, whatever the hell you wanted to do with it. You would go to whatever generator you want, whatever generator you use, Midjourney, ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever. In my case, CArt. Generate at least 10 photos. Resize them for the specific purpose. You can sell the photos themselves. I could even turn these into inspirational posters if I wanted to. I actually literally have a program called, what the hell is it called again? Pixel something or other. See, I'm really good at remembering my own products, aren't I? Go to here. Go to D. I do not have the Pixel up yet. There's a couple of minor bugs that I'm still working out. Pixel Express, that's the one. We pop that up. This will literally allow you to put in batch. You can go to Gemini, load a photo up, say, hey, I need 10 or 20 sayings, inspirational sayings that are centered around this kind of photo. Load those up to the Pixel Press, and it will literally put in the entire. You can choose the font, choose the font size, where you're going to put it at. Press a button, and then within a couple of seconds, boom! Every single picture that you've put up will actually have your text on it. Come on. As I said, my PC just wants to be a pain in the butt today. We'll just do that again, instead of being patient like I should be. But you're going to literally want to do at least 10 photos to sell as a pack. Sell them for anywhere between $3 to $5. Put them up on Etsy, put them up on your own store, and sell them as is. This way you're not dealing with physical products. There is no refunds on digital products. You don't have to. You do not have to include that. And to be perfectly honest, if you do include a refund on digital products, you're a fucking idiot. Because it's not like you can tell people, oh well, you have to delete this. They're not going to delete it. They're going to keep it. It's not like you can grab a whole, open up their head and take out all the knowledge that you gave them, and say, sorry, but you're not paying me, so you don't get to keep these. So if we go to Google Drive, not in Google, we're going to go to Gemini. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. We go to Gemini. I'm going to upload one of the butterfly thingies. Let's go to upload file. And let's go to, actually, let's just upload. This is the chibi thing. We'll just upload that. And we're going to upload a couple of, we'll just upload one more other butterfly one. There we go, so that I can say it. And all I'm going to just do is I'm going to tell it straight up. All right, I need 20 cute inspirational sayings in a list, no numbers, that are for these kinds of photos that I uploaded. So we do 20 sayings. It'll give us 20 sayings. I'll drop this into a text file. Here we go. Keep your heart soft and your dreams big. There's magic in the quiet moments. Yada, yada, yada. All right, that's good. So we're going to copy that. Go into File, go to New. Don't save that. Paste that. File, save as. Cute. Inspa. And that'll work. That way I can find it. We come back to... Oh, did it actually close off? No, it didn't. There's too many of them open, that's why. So we come here. We're going to load a sample image. And we're going to go to Downloads. Go to here. Let's just... Oh, actually back up one. Too far. Quit being stupid. There we go. We'll just load that one up. That way we can actually see where our photo is. I'm going to draw a box. Let's just put it up on top here. Boom. Text file, one line. We're going to upload the, we're going to leave that there. I need to batch source file, which is right here. That's the one. I want to upload that. And text source, manual per label, all images, same text or per image. Text file, one line per image. We're going to load up the text file. Go back to downloads. Upload that. And then, let's see here. We want to actually change the folder so that it doesn't do anything weird to our main ones. Go to new folder. Select that one. We'll just leave it at that. And then, normally it should actually show us what the text file actually looks like. We're going to keep the calligraphy because I actually know what that one is. Text color, we actually want, we don't want white, we want black. Let's see here. Come here. Alpha, blue, and red. There we go. That's black. Click OK. Keep all that. Let's see here. Auto fit. I do not want to auto fit it. We'll do 55. Text color alignment. You can actually you can change that. We can put a drop shadow onto it if you want to. Whatever you want. And we just run batch. And it should be, as here it says it's ready. And it's slowly doing it. Or it should be anyways. As I said, it's because I'm live. There we go. It's at 66%. And it's literally going to take all those 20 sayings and it's going to put it in on all of those photos. As long as it can actually be read on the color size, font-wise. So we're at 66% and it will not take long. Matter of fact, if we come into here, we go to downloads. Come on. You're not taking up that much on the resource-wise. We're at 91. I can close this off, actually. We can kill the Print Ready Pro because we don't need that. Close that off. And are you done? Yep, we're done at 100%. Fast, easy. Oh, here we go. done. So we come back to here. Double click on that. Let my computer catch itself. We go to the new folder. And we'll see if it actually put in the saying like it's supposed to be doing. As I said, this one still has a few minor glitches in it. Yeah, way at the very top. It made it way too big. I mean, too small. I think can I actually zoom in on that? Yes, I can. Yeah, as you can see, find the wonder in, and it still has a minor glitch in it that I had to get it to fix the stupid thing. But we have shadow box on it. Once this program is actually working like it's supposed to be, it does a very good job of putting putting the text in like you want it to. All in batch, and it's not that freaking small. As you can see, it's literally create. Let's see here, create a life that feels. As I said, bugs in it that I still have to fix before I put it out. But this is very fast, very quick, no AI involved, other than getting your list if you want to, or you can make your own list. I'm lazy though. I like using the AI to do it. Close that off. But I can literally resize this to wherever I want, however I want to do this. I could literally put this at 100. And if we do the autofill, I already know that it's going to be wrong. It'll do it completely wrong. There we go. Sample text. Let's rerun the batch. We'll let it do its thing. But this one generator that does the pencil as well as the dogs will be up on sale. I will be putting the butterfly. I will include the butterfly one in there as well. So you'll get 3 generators for $20. The pencil ones will do this. Actually, let's see what it does in Gemini. I've never tried Gemini. Let's see here. There we go. Start a new chat. I'm just going to say, show this to me as a photo. Doink. Yep, there we go. That should be done. Yep, that's done. Let's see if that actually improved it or if it got screwy again. Let's go to downloads. Come back to here. Go to new 2. And we're going to pop that one up. Still too small to see. So it needs to be, as I said, it needs to be fixed. But it's fast. It does actually put the that up there, the whole saying and whatnot. Well, it's not putting the whole saying up there. But that's the whole idea behind the Pixel Press. This way you can do this in batch. You don't have to screw around with Canva or anything like that. Currently comes loaded with a shit ton of actual text. If I remember correctly, it comes with over 200 different fonts that you can use. Plus, you can load your own fonts. So if you go to places like DeFont and you find some fonts that you really like, you can load this up very easily. Wow. This is what Gemini gave us. That's very cute. I like that one. See, this is the beautiful thing about using different AI art programs. They're going to give you something different every single time. I can go to chat. Let's just pop this in the chat, see what chat does real quick. And then I got to get my ass moving. I'm just going to go, show me this as a photo. Close that off. And again, I'm not paying for chat, so I can only do like I think 3 or 5 photos a day. And you are most welcome for sharing, by the way. So we will see what chat comes up with. Come on, making first draft. It can be a little slow sometimes. Let's close this stuff off so I don't have to do that. Close that off. And let's see here. We'll do the poodle one as well while we're waiting. Just chuck that into CArt, see what it comes up with. See if it's a giant poodle or if it's a little dog, or if it's a little toy poodle. And where's chat at? There we go. Ah, and here's chat. Go away. This is what chat gave us. Very cute though. I like that. I like the pencil look myself, especially with the splash of color in there. And there's the puppy dog. That would make for a very cute photo for wall art, tumblers, t-shirts, whatever the fuck you want to put it on. So if you're paying for ChatGPT and you wanted to run 10 or 20 photos, I don't know what the limit is, just off this one generator, remember to resize them, always use 300 dpi, and sell them as an entire bundle of photos. Sell the generator. Do what you want. And come on, CArt. Don't be a pain in the butt. Let's close that off. Close that off. That's the chibi butterfly one as well. And that's the pencil one. Come on. There we go. Well, this is with the gothic laurel still on it, but that's okay. And voila, here we go. Toy poodle. Yappy little buggers. Kind of cute sometimes. So again, I could easily sell these. Make an entire, literally make an entire pack. I can make prompt guides out of this. Whatever I wanted to do. There are, as I said, there are 6 to 7 ways of making taking one generator and making a boatload of money off of it. As long as you are consistent with it and you build your audience up. So with that being said, I gotta get my ass moving. I will be here tomorrow. The weekend I'm not so sure on because it's gonna get fucking crazy here for 4 days, unfortunately. So, we will see how that pans out. But I will definitely be here tomorrow. I will be in the rabbit hole as well. And on YT. You can find me in YT under the Grumpy Marketing 50. The rabbit hole, there's link in bio on that one. And of course, here in TikTok. I'm going to be putting the poodle and the this generator here, as well as the butterfly one up on my store. Be straight $20. For all 3 of them, you have full commercial use. Do with them as you will, and I hope you make a lot of money off of them. So, with that being said, thank you all for the gifts. Thank you for getting me up to 18K. I do appreciate that. You all have a good day, good night, however it may be. There we go. Yeah. And goodbye to those that are still in YouTube. I appreciate you hanging out there as well. All right. What up? Stop recording. There we go.